مع مؤلف كتاب لماذا أنا مرض دكتور بيكمان هنا بنجامين بيكمان في عمان. So why we get sick, Dr. Benjamin?
Yes. There are many reasons why we get sick, but if we look at the top chronic diseases, the leading cause of all of these chronic diseases is one problem. So things like heart disease and diabetes and Alzheimer's disease, they're all very different, but the one thing they have in common is insulin resistance. So why we get sick is primarily a result of insulin resistance, and that's my job, to teach people what it is, where it comes from, and what to do about it.
So you've been like an expert for the last 20 years on the topic.
Yeah, I am an expert on the topic. When I was getting my PhD, my dissertation work 20 years ago, that is what I focused on. During my fellowship work, that's what I focused on. Then as a professor now, in fact, it's almost 25 years, I study insulin resistance, and my job is now really to teach. I'm a traveling professor, and I want people to know about insulin resistance.
And what do we suggest?
Yes. There are two rules today with Majdi. I'm talking about two rules in order to improve and prevent insulin resistance. Control carbs, which is a good way to balance your blood sugar, blood glucose levels. You don't want them swinging around. You want them nice and stable, maybe little ups and downs, but not big. And then number two, frequently fast. And there are good ways to do this, of course, and Majdi's team has the tools.
And then we promote the Feel Great system, the Bio's Life Slim, that balance, and Unimate with the intermittent fasting, yeah?
Yes, that's right. Yeah, and that's the tool here, is that controlling carbohydrates and frequently fasting can be difficult. It's hard for people to make those changes. So a very good first step are things like Unimate, which has been shown to regulate blood glucose levels and bring it down. So too has balance, of course. That's where the name comes from in part. It takes these big changes and balances it out. And then when it comes to fasting, it's very difficult because people don't like being hungry. Even though we are in a place and culture where people fast frequently, something I really respect and appreciate, but it can be hard to fast. Once again, balance and Unimate can help make that much easier.
So join the Feel Great system, the info in the bio. Thank you, Dr. Benjamin.